Hey guys.
Hey guys.
It's story time with SIRSLY
and Alexis.
About our iconic JB weekend.
Okay, let's do
start.
this.
So, it all started when we heard JB's in Toronto and we're like, fuck this. And it like pretty much went downhill from there because I was like, fuck, he's in my city, but like I'm also whipped as fuck, like we're both whipped as hell, so we're like,
you know,
holy shit, like he's back in our city.
So yeah, basically it started on the Friday night. That night it was just me, Ellen, and Sarah. We were just chilling just to check out what's going on at the hotel and everything, but nothing really happened, so we just went back home and just decided to come back the next day.
So the next day comes, it's Saturday now, and so we know he's here, and I guess he's here for the whole weekend. Yeah. And he had a break in between tour dates, and we don't know where he was. Like we can't remember.
In Europe. That's all I know.
Yeah, and I guess he was coming here for vacay.
Yeah, his next show was Vienna, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so they came there earlier.
Yeah, so me and Sarah arrived at like 1 p.m.-ish, and that was when he was out shopping. So we were like, okay, let's just wait till he comes back to the hotel and we'll see what happens from there. By the time it's like, I don't know, 2 p.m.-ish, and he's rolling up to the hotel and we're like, fuck, that's Justin. So we walk up to the driveway where he pulls in, and he comes out of the car and he hops out and we're like, hey Justin, what's up? And he just looks at us and just stares at us and then looks back on his phone and keeps on walking, and we're like and that was when we got swerved so fucking hard, and we were like, okay, let's pretend that didn't just happen.
No.
So he just goes back into the hotel and we're like, all right, but it's just 2 of us, like there's no one else at the hotel at this point. But later on, SIRSLY joins us and the rest of the gang comes, you know. Yeah,
you know, doing us.
And that's when shit goes down.
Yeah. I was literally not in the mood. Like, it was not my day. Like, I didn't want to be there. I came with my school shit. I was ready to get educated. Yeah, my bio textbook. Like, I was ready to learn. Like, I was doing my shit.
I can't relate.
2 types of people. So, I have my bio textbook and I'm just reading, and I have this thing where I can spot Justin from a mile away. Like, I don't know how I do it, but I'll look up and he's just right there, and
I honestly don't understand.
My signature line is, guys, it's Justin, and
we're like,
shook, completely like quiet or whatever. So that just happened. I look up and I see him walking towards the drive-thru. So how this hotel is set up is that there's 2 benches on either side of the entrance, and then there's the drive-thru. So we were at the bench closest to the drive-thru, and then there's also like a glass window so you can see right inside the hotel. And so I saw him there, and he was talking to some lady, and he was on Snapchat. He was like teaching her how to dab, and I was like
filming himself dabbing it 10,000 times.
And I was like, okay, so one, you're fake. You do have Snapchat, and we don't have access to it. Like, I see how you're moving.
Fucking rude.
Yeah, like fucking rude. So I basically, like, I'm looking in my book trying to look like I'm unbothered, like try to stay.
You know, she goes, hey guys, it's Justin. Like, so we just like look up and we're like, fuck.
Yeah,
look down.
And the way I'm positioned, like I'm not looking towards the mirror, like I'm looking straight, so only her and Ellen can actually see inside the mirror and see what Justin's doing. I think maybe 30 seconds after that whole thing, like, guys, it's Justin, he peers around the corner, goes through some next bush, around a brick wall, and my friend Ellen goes, hi Justin, and I was like, you're fucking lying. And I turn over, he's not there, and I was like, oh, you're actually there.
We're like shook at this point. We're like, all right, hey Justin, what's up?
Yeah, like, what's good? And I literally go, when you're studying bio and your man's is right in front of you or something like that, mark my words.
And then he goes, oh, like, what are you studying?
And I was like, oh, biology.
Oh, like, yeah, no, he was like in university?
And I was like, no.
But it's my last
year though.
And then, no, I remember you were like, can we not talk about it? Because I don't really like biology.
Yeah, I was like, can we not talk about it though? Because this is really awkward. When he's telling me this, like, he's looking in my soul. Like, when people say that, like, you think it's a fucking joke, but
no.
He
stares
he
into your
stares,
soul.
like, eye contact never leaves when you're speaking. Yeah, like, it was scary, but I was like, yeah, like, let's not talk
Like,
about it.
he's so intimidating, but at the same time, like, he's not that intimidating.
Yeah,
I don't know how to
explain it. Yeah. So he goes, oh, actually, like, I'm in school right now.
Like, you're fucking
You're
with us,
fucking,
right?
You're fucking with us because
Word by
World
word.
Tour, like, correlation, what school. But then obviously we're thinking about it like there are online classes, like we're just stupid. But in that moment we're like, why are you lying?
Yeah.
Like there's no reason
And
for
then
that.
he goes like, I swear I'm not lying. Like, I swear I'm being so serious right now.
So I think I was like, so what are you studying? And homeboy takes like 4 minutes to answer. I was like,
It was,
no. This ain't real.
physiology,
And
like,
anatomy, and we're like, wait, what?
like, is that a question?
Is that a
Are you
course?
sure?
Is that real? Yeah. And then she goes, are you even good at biology?
Like, I did not say it in that tone. And he goes, oh yeah, like, I guess I'm pretty good at it.
And then my friend Ellen was like, oh, maybe you could teach me. And I was like, get it, Ellen. And I was like, no. I just said that as if he wasn't there.
He's dead us laughing his ass off.
so hard, like,
and he goes like, I should tutor you? And then we're like, yay.
You were like, oh shit.
We dead us did that.
Yeah. He was talking about how he wants to take care of his body and like very into like learning about the body.
Like, and his health and stuff.
And we're like, oh, like, cool.
That's good for you.
Like yeah, like congrats. We didn't know what to say because we honestly thought he was joking, because when he said physiology and anatomy, he was smirking, like he was dying the whole time. And we're like, nah, like I'm not buying into this bullshit, but
I mean, get your education on.
Yeah, like do you, sis.
So then we asked him about tour.
Someone asked like, how's your tour going? And he was like, it's good, you know, it's just tour, I'm like really enjoying it.
Yeah, and then this girl goes like, when's your next tour date? And Ellen goes, insert here, like date, city,
country.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh yeah, she knows.
Like, she knows it.
And she's like, I swear I'm not a stalker or anything. Like, I'm
and
not
she's like,
weird.
I swear I'm not creepy.
Like, I'm not creepy at all. He was like very happy to be back in the city, back in Toronto.
And then we also talk about, we were like, so like, what did you do today? How was your day? And he's like, oh, it was really good. Like, we went by the water. Ellen goes, wait, actually I work by the water. Like, I work by the harbor front. And he goes, oh, like, where's your work? And she's like, oh, Swiss Chalet. And he's like, yeah, Swiss Chalet is awesome. Yeah. And she goes, oh, do you want a discount? Because I can get you a discount. And we're all like,
Ellen, sis, he
doesn't
can
need
buy
it.
that whole franchise. Like, oh my god, like,
But,
what is my...
Yeah, he's like laughing his ass off. So
I know.
like, we
He
really
was
did
laughing
that.
so hard, and we're like, wow, are we actually doing this? Like,
Right?
is this us?
He talks about how he's so good to be back and he's so happy to see Patty because he was seeing Patty tonight.
And he was gonna go to dinner with her, and we're like, oh, you're so cute.
We're like, that's so good that you get to come back and like spend time with your
mom,
family.
yeah. So that was just like the beginning of day one.
Yeah.
So later that night, my friend Tyra from Ottawa, she usually comes down. Like Ottawa from Toronto,
That's like a 6-hour drive.
it's like a 6-hour drive, so it's like pretty far. But Tyra, she can make it down in like 3, so like that says a lot. Yeah, so she came down and she's like, hi guys, and oh, like we never see Tyra because again she lives in
So, you know,
Ottawa.
squad reunion,
like real shit, it was lit.
And this was just us, like our friend group, just us.
There was nobody else, and we're like, this is actually happening.
lit.
Like, this is lit. She's like congratulating us, and I'm like, sis, why are you congratulating us? Like,
Like, we're
gonna meet him again. Like, don't stress.
And then like mark our words, 10 minutes later.
Yeah, like 10 minutes later after we said that, homeboy is walking down the sidewalk.
Like,
and I was like, guys, it's Justin.
we're like, shit. Of course, Cersei points it out.
like, and he's walking with Adam. Again, who's Adam? We don't know who Adam is.
We just know the name.
Yeah, he can be a brother, like
A cousin, a stepbrother, a friend.
We don't know who he is, but he's everywhere.
He's there.
Yeah, like he's there.
He's just walking down. Tyra gets brave and she goes up to him and, you know, high fives him.
And hugs him. And I was like, I want that bravery. Like, where do I get that? Like, where do I sign up for
And
that?
at this point, there are a group of people like on the other side with their phones out, and he deadass just walks right past them, comes straight to us, and talks to us again. This is like the next hour.
Yeah, like an hour later. And we thought he would be pressed to see us again, but like he was living for it.
He was in a good mood.
Yeah.
Like,
like, wow.
Tyra has this thing where she calls poutine, because she's
Ottawa
from
thing.
Ottawa, I guess. And in Toronto, we call poutine. So
I was like, yeah, what do you call cheese, fries, and gravy? Because that's what a poutine is. Like whose man's? And he didn't even know the answer to it.
I don't know.
I was like, what? And then no name Adam or non-existent Adam or who the fuck is Adam? Isn't it poutine?
And we're like, yes,
Adam. And I was like, Tyra, you just lost. Like, I'm a winner. I stay winning. and then all of a sudden, Justin's educated ass comes out of nowhere and goes, oh, but I'm pretty sure they call it poutine in like Montreal and Ottawa. And I was like, you just really had to open your mouth. Obviously, Tyra's like, I'm like low-key winning because like he knows what that is. I was like, I guess you are Canadian, question mark? Like,
I guess. And then he goes, so like, are we doing a group hug?
Yeah, like, are we doing a group hug? And I was like, whoa, you're nice.
Dennis just cut him off by just walking straight up to him.
Yeah, again, where do I purchase his bravery?
Stop. I fucking walk up to him, hug the shit out of him, I swear to God. And he like pulls back like the hug is done, but no, I pull him back in and we hug, and then he goes for individual hugs.
Individual hugs to everyone.
Fuck my life.
And he was so nice, like he'll rub your back. And he's just
like, okay, what he does, he like closes his eyes into the hug and he'll be like,
yeah, and
he'll like make sounds during the hug.
Oh my God.
And like he gives the best hugs.
I feel like I'm over exaggerating, or we're over exaggerating, but like we're not joking. Like his hugs are amazing.
Yeah, the way I'm sorry, like I can't even.
It could be just because we're whipped.
It could be, but like. So he's about to go back in. He's about to go back in, alright? And you know SIRSLY's obsession with journals. You know how she's always talking about journals. She's always complaining about how Justin pays journals to dust.
He does.
So she's been complaining about how she's like needed to bring this up with Justin and like confront him on this. And I'm like, SIRSLY, it's your time. And she doesn't say anything. And he's like walking back in, and I'm like fucking nudging this shit out of her. And I'm like, and I have to say something for her. I'm like, wait, Justin, my friend has to tell you something. Like, my friend has something to say to you. And he goes like, yeah, what's up? And
I was literally like, when am I getting a journals tour? Like straight, like, mark my words, no pun intended, but those are my words. And he does not answer me.
He laughs, he just smirks.
He laughs at me and then hits the folks and then leaves. And I was like, you're rude.
And we're just like,
what kind of disrespect? But then he comes back into the window, you know, this glass mirror that I was talking about, or not mirror, glass window I was talking about. He comes and dabs again, and I was like,
and then runs off.
You're useless.
Like you're an actual child.
Like
but
you're a child, but like I'm here for it.
And then that was basically the end of Saturday, and then there was Sunday Swerve Day.
Sunday Swerve Day.
Nothing really happened that day except him swerving us.
Are you kidding me?
Don't you remember there's paparazzi when he went to Diesel?
Oh shit.
That is
yeah, so one thing they need to know about Toronto is that paparazzi is illegal here.
So when you see paparazzi, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm just like, what are you doing? Like,
get the fuck out of here.
If it's not a phone, don't bring your video recorder. Like, don't bring it.
Honestly,
simple as that.
He just wasn't feeling it. We saw him, he walked out of the hotel, but then it was just from a distance, so it wasn't like up front. We couldn't have said hi.
And the thing with Justin is that like we get very intimidated when we see that he doesn't want to meet us. So we wouldn't approach him. Like we stick to ourselves. So like there's like two entrances to get into the hotel. There's the restaurant entrance and then there's like the actual front door. And he was using that restaurant entrance all day. And so we're like, oh, okay, so I guess today's like not his day, or he doesn't really want to meet anyone.
Yeah, but like I'm satisfied because the other night,
like yesterday happened. So yeah, we like really wanted to keep our distance, and that's
because like he'll approach us when he
wants. Yeah.
Sunday was for Sunday, but nothing happened. Now it's Monday. I wasn't here on Monday because I had school and My ass wasn't about to leave. I had a lot of shit to do. So SIRSLY and Tyra and Ellen and Sarah were there, so
okay.
Explain.
Monday was a day that like Monday was pretty amazing. But basically, LOL to school. I didn't go. I was like,
I wish
Justin's in Toronto. School? Me? No. Too bad. I wrote my bio test, don't get me wrong. I aced that shit. I did so well. And I left. Everyone in my squad except this girl and my other friend Michelle, who was at school too, wasn't there.
School.
I hear that Justin has been out maybe like once, like just been walking in and out, you know, doing him, and I was like, oh, so that's how he's moving today. He's still doing the Swerve Sunday, like just not really talking to anyone. There's 2 entrances to the hotel, so he continued to use the restaurant entrance, so that was like another sign like maybe he's done, like maybe he's like not into it. So the majority of the day was just like waiting to see if he wanted to meet us, and like I think we saw him 3 times that day of just like walking in and out. With Toronto stands, like we don't really like to approach him if we don't need to. Like we wait for him. Yeah, like we wait for him to approach us. That's when we know like he's ready and that we're not bothering him. There were pictures of him at Starbucks that day. And I was like, Tyra, like I'm suddenly rich and I like Starbucks. Like, do you want to go to Starbucks? And so me and Tyra were like, but what if we see him? There were all these scenarios like, do I even like Starbucks? Like, do I even really want to go to Starbucks? And by now, I kid you not, there's like 15 girls. And we're like, where'd you come from? From like a group of 8 of us, because that's how big our like group is, to like 15, 20 girls. And I'm like, nah, I don't know where you came from, but we'll allow it. So we're about to go to Starbucks. And my friend Danny, she like meets Justin in Starbucks, and I was like, lit, like get it, what the hell? Tyra and I are getting ready to go to Starbucks, so we start walking. We look back and 10 other girls are following us. And we're like, who are you? Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, let me leave. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go by myself or something, or like I can't be seen with like so many girls behind me, like this is so sus. And so I started walking. Tyra's like maybe like 2 steps behind me. Yeah. I look up and this man has a Starbucks cup in his hand walking my direction. And I was like, nah, no, I'm not doing this by myself. I'm not doing it. I turn back, I'm like, Tyra, he's right in front of me. I was like, 2 things can happen. I can make it look fucking obvious that I just peeped it was him, or I can keep going straight. So I keep going straight. I let him pass me, and then I crossed the street to make it look like I was going the opposite way.
Ellen said that, so basically when Ellen was explaining this to me, she said that like all of you guys just split up in different directions.
Like, and it looked so bad.
Like imagine fans like running away from Justin.
So basically I turn one way, Tyra like sprints across the street to go the other way, and like there's still a group of people by the restaurant. All of a sudden we all like Starbucks. We all wanted to drink Starbucks at the same time, knowing that that man was there. Like that makes any sense. Anyways, coincidentally. Yeah, coincidentally. So I'm walking towards him, I'm like, fuck my life. I look back, I see like, I don't know how many girls behind me doing their shit, and I'm like, oh, like I need to go. So I keep walking. I was like, unbothered, like I'm suddenly rich, have tens of thousands of dollars. Like it was the most. He walks in, he goes, I think he like puts up the peace sign. I wasn't there because again, I was gone. The ultimate swerve package. And it was the ultimate swerve package. AKA the ultimate swerve package is when Justin literally goes like this and doesn't say anything. Okay, I'll take it.
Alright.
No,
we know what that means. Okay.
Yeah, you just know what it means, and like you just know that it's over. I think we are still there later that night. This bitch is still in school. We're like, where are you? Like you live, like you literally go to school up the street. She's in boarding, so if you're thinking like, why is she at school at 7 o'clock?
It was because 6.
Okay, or 6 o'clock, it's because she bored. We are now in front of the hotel. We hear that he's leaving around like maybe like 6:30 to catch his flight, or to leave for his flight. We saw him packing the cars and we're like, oh, like you're actually leaving. Like this is sad. Yeah, there was a bunch of people there and we're like, we're not getting rid of them, and I'm most definitely not missing my man leave. So we're chilling in front of the hotel waiting for Justin to come, and then we hear he's at the restaurant. We're waiting. 15 minutes later, we see his bodyguard, I think it was Mikey, come out, and we're like, oh, daddy, you're so fine. But you're a Trump supporter, so I'm not gonna take it.
So skirt.
Yeah, we see him and we say hi and all that stuff. And then 2 minutes later after that, we see Justin walk across the hallway, and that was like connecting the restaurant to the actual hotel. And I like so vividly remember me and Tyra like sticking out our arms to like attempt to like touch his hand, like we were anywhere close. I don't think I've ever told you this. Yeah, but we reached out to him and he did it back.
I've never heard of this.
No, I kid you not, ask Tyra. We were so shook. We're like, is this real life? He was so nice. I was like, so Swerve Sunday happened, Swerve Part Monday happened, and then all of a sudden you like me? Like,
cause man's bipolar.
But like, I forgot to mention, but basically on Swerve Sunday, me and my friend Ty, okay, Ty was there, my friend Ty, and we like to do some weird shit in front of the hotel.
At 3 a.m. in the morning, you only have so much to do.
Yeah, so, and you get really hysterical. So we were dancing in front of the hotel, like,
you know, we were learning choreography.
Yeah, like I was teaching choreography, company, what do you mean breakdown? Like, honestly, get at me, I will teach you. Anyways, but we were like practicing Juju on that beat.
I swear, insert video right here. I have a fucking proof.
Yeah, and like all this stuff. And like we're pretty good. Like we're pretty elite. We decided to apply it the next day. And before I get there, Justin comes out and we're like shook as hell. We're like, whoa, you're stopping? He comes out and this random ass white lady comes out of nowhere and it's like, big sheriff, big sheriff. I was like, bitch! Who are you? Where did you come from? And he goes, let the kids get the photo. And I'm like,
kids?
Who's a child? I'm not a child. I don't know who you're talking to.
What Mikey said was like, oh, if you want to get a photo, you can go on Google or some shit.
Yeah, like you can go and Google him. And I was like, I wasn't really in the conversation. I can't even tell you what realistically happened. Everyone formed a circle and I like already met him twice, like 3 times, aka twice, yeah.
But like
twice on Friday, like
with a bunch of sightings, like
yeah, a bunch of sightings on Saturday, and like all this stuff. I definitely said those dates wrong. Don't mark me on that. I just felt like I saw him way too many times, so I was like, I'm gonna let the people who didn't see him or didn't get a chance to talk to him yet, like talk. So I was like on the outside of the circle, like I was literally standing behind him, like I didn't care.
And our friend Ty, who's never met before,
Ty has never met Justin.
They were asking Justin what school he went to.
Yeah, and
which that is on the down low.
Yeah, like we won't say it.
But we know.
We don't think like he wants people to know.
Yeah.
But like, if I'm close with you, maybe I'll tell you.
Sudden towards you.
Yes. Deadass. All of a sudden, my friend, she goes, Justin, like, have you ever heard of Juju on the beat? And I was like, wait, what? What did she just say? Like, I know those words, like, I'm scared. He goes, yeah, like, me and my friend SIRSLY, aka me, will teach you how to do it. She not only said my name, she pointed at me. And she's like, her. And everyone's like, where's SIRSLY?
Who's SIRSLY?
And then
the fuck?
There's him looking around like, who's this chick? And I'm like,
and then Ty goes, SIRSLY, where are you?
And then I was like, no way this is happening. Like I was like actually like shaking. So everyone like spreads out, giving us dance room.
No, you need to explain how Justin was
listen. Hands the phone to Justin. Justin starts going like this. And I'm like, bud, we can't hear it if you're doing that. And he goes, oh, sorry.
And then Ty snatches it.
And then Ty's
just like, let me
do it. And then slides it back and then gives it to him. And then he just holds it normally. I was like, wow, a man. And so we're getting ready to do it. The song's playing and I'm like, oh my God, Ty, I hate you for this. Like, you're the worst. And I'm about to start and I bump into Mikey. And Mikey's big ass body was just in my dancing way. And I was like, oh my God, Mikey, what the hell? Like, I'm pretty sure I said something along those lines. He starts laughing, Justin starts laughing, and I was like, oh, I'm so nervous right now. Like, I feel like I'm auditioning for something, and I wasn't mentally, physically, or emotionally prepared. And I remember there was like a bunch of like people who were trying to join in, and I was like,
talk about that white.
who do I don't know you? Like bumping people out of the way. Like this is an A and B dance show. Like I don't know you. See your way out of
about
it.
This girl
No, but there was this random girl who came out of nowhere and started dancing, and I was like, do I know you? Like honestly, I wasn't even fazed because I didn't want to be rude. You know what? It was fine. I was like, I'ma just enjoy it. So the song ended, and Ty goes to get her phone, and it's just like she shook, like she doesn't know what to do, and he starts dancing himself, and he goes like this, and I was like, did I really do that? Like, was that me?
And then he goes in for the hug.
Yeah, he goes in for the hugs and everything, but he just looked so happy. And like me and Ty were so in sync. Like we were fans with rhythm. We were on point and we actually killed it. I'm not even trying to like sound very
most iconic experience.
Yeah, like it was so good. I'm still shook to this day. Like I think about it, like November
that
was
weekend,
about 6 months ago, and it just But either way, it was iconic. You remembered my girl Ray, who was one less only girl for Purpose and T.O.
Hey.
I also felt no ways. I started taking pictures of him. I don't know what got into me, but like
no, but the thing is,
I was
people
like,
were like recording.
Yeah, people were recording and taking pictures, and I was like
while they were dancing.
Like no photos, but like photos. Iconic weekend, but he was super nice. And then when he got into the car, he hopped into the car, and I'll insert another photo here. And I asked him again. I was like, "Hey bud, Journals tour, what about it?" And the man goes, "I love you," and rolls up the window. And I was like,
and also Ellen goes, "Oh, like, by the way, me and my friend are going to see you in Costa Rica."
Yeah.
And then he just like wiggles his eyebrows and like while the window is rolling up.
Oh, okay, like this just happened. And then my girl Alexis comes 5 minutes later.
Don't even remind me. I don't want to talk about it.
But like it was.
But
like,
I'm still so happy.
I was happy that she like at least experienced something. But on top of it, like it would have been so iconic if you were there. But it's okay, you know.
It's alright. I lived through you guys.
Yeah. You're gonna have more experiences.
But my friends really did that, so like.
Yeah. So we're like here for it. And hopefully it happens again, and hopefully we have another video. We have so many like Justin experiences, whether it's like together or individually.
Yeah. Overall, like Justin, like you think he's so intimidating, but once you actually like start talking to him, it's just it comes out of your mouth.
Like people always talk about how like, oh, Justin's so hard to meet, or like I'm never gonna meet Justin, but like sis, when I tell you, I like started doing this shit in like 2013, and I not even 2013, maybe 2012, and like every time he was here, I was here, and like
it's determination.
It was determination, honestly.
It's not luck. Like people say you're so lucky, but like, bitch, it wasn't fucking luck.
The amount of swerves that we went through, the amount of times where like we would literally miss him by minutes,
the amount of times we almost got hypothermia.
We don't talk about it. We really don't talk about it. But like honestly, just keep going at it. Keep like one thing that's really bad that I usually say is like, don't leave unless you know he's officially gone, or if you know he's asleep. Like
people that are always like, oh my god, I wish I met him, but like get your ass out of bed and go.
Yeah, or like Justin's in my city, and I like, what is, by you saying that's like, okay, like he's in your city.
Are you gonna do anything about it?
Yeah, like are you gonna do anything about it? Because for us, like that Sunday swerve day, he's so unpredictable. We didn't meet him at all, but we were out there all day. It was bad.
If you want to meet him, you'll meet him. Like you will.
Yeah, it's determination, honestly. So
that's basically it.
That's our iconic weekend.
Hope you enjoyed.
Hope you enjoyed it. It's
subscribe, like, thumbs up.
We'll leave our apps in
the
description. Yeah.
Okay.
Love y'all. Storytime.
Bye.
This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us. Could be us. Say please. Could be us.